Idam Dakshin La Juparsho Idam Gururana Mandala Kamyayatayami
Sangye
Chudam Sanghi Chonam La Janju Bardu Dagni Gyapsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gibe Sanamgi Jola Benjir Sangye Drubarsho
Sangye
Chudam Sanghi Chonam La Janju Bardu Dagni Gyapsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gibe Sanamgi Drola Benchir Sangye Drubarsho
Sangye
Chudam Sanghi Chonam La Janju Bardu Dagni Gyapsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gibe Sanamgi Drola Benchir Sangye Drubarsho
Shogadi Shmokadi.
All right, so we didn't cover a lot last time, which was an understatement. So it was a little bit. So we'll see. Last class we discussed the impossibility of jumping from the apex of a jump or heating boiling water, but now we've been given another possible interpretation of why our opponent thinks jumping or heating water are like trying to become perfect. Give the Tibetan word for the thing that limits us and explain.
Don't you just make didn't they say something about making very little progress as you go along? That's why you can't jump.
So there is something which is like...
Yeah, there's something blocking us.
We have to make that.
You can't keep it going forever.
Yeah, why not? What's in the way? I give you a hint if Stanley doesn't have it.
It's falling back.
The hint is, it's actually a relatively common Tibetan word, but I struggled because, see, really do know this word.
Lazy. Height.
It's your nature. Rangshin, yeah, because of their nature, because of the nature of the water, because of the nature of you and your limitations. Just as our own nature prevents us from being able to jump much higher despite a great deal of practice, the nature of water prevents it from being boiled beyond a certain point. Likewise, they argue that one cannot make the mind any more pure than its nature allows. Like I said, guys, it was, what condition does Chankya Rinpoche, or maybe Ngam Pelden, point out to be uniquely impossible for water to ever achieve?
Iron hot.
Red hot.
Yeah, red hot.
Marbar.
Yeah, Mardbarawa. Mardbarawa. Yeah, which is kind of cool. The Tibetan phrase used by Chankya Rinpoche to describe the process of constant work and improvement which is being denied by the opponent as a means for unlimited progress. It was kind of cute. No, it was not something I'd seen before, but I thought it was kind of cool. Let's see if I can remember.
You did it some point recently.
So the English would be like, if you translated the English literally, it would be like from before, after.
Oh yeah. Chima.
Yeah, right.
I remember that.
Le, chima. Yeah. Ngama le chima.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cute.
It was.
And then boss, you're up. What about? There's 3 vocabulary. That's how I roll. That's what I do. Yeah, that's my special technique. Cool.
Okay. I was just peeking ahead.
Cool. Dana?
I got a good Dana.
All right.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Come in.
Breaker.
There you go. Okay. Dr. Kramer had asked me about the first 2 syllables of a verse we already went through, because it refers to what came before. The verse starts with therefore, So he said to make a good footnote, he wants to know what the therefore was, which means we have to know what came just before that, that the conclusion could be drawn that in the verse that we have. The verse that we have says, a single state of mind, it can clearly reflect every single one of the objects in the universe. Okay, it's possible. It is possible, and you should work to try to reach that state. Meaning, therefore, it is possible for all objects in the universe to appear to a single mind and be known by a single state of mind. And you should work to achieve that. And that was a little hard just to get that much because of different spellings of the last line and things like that. But we worked that out. I went on, and nudnickingly, he asked me, could you explain the therefore? Could you go back and find what's the therefore? So I was grudgingly, I didn't really want to do that, but it was a pretty sincere request. And so I did, and I was very happy I did, because it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. So here it is. Here's the lines before, okay, and they lead into therefore, okay. You okay?
No, I'm just trying to find where you are.
Mixok?
Just search for this word, mixoks. Okay, so this refers to, and it became a huge debate later. Okay, later in history it became a huge debate, and the debate comes from here. Rimo Kyangba, okay? It came from the words Rimo Kyangba. Later that became a huge debate. And Kyang has connotations of only, like Kyangma and Roma, a solitary channel. This spelling, and can also mean to what do you call, as opposed to,
Contract as opposed to
Vajrayogini is called Kyang Kum.
Oh, Kyang Kum.
Yeah, this leg is Kyang and this leg is Kum. Okay. Extended and bent. Yeah, so it has connotations of extended also. But it's a translation of a Sanskrit for which, this particular selection is a debate about that word. And the conclusion is that word, which normally means solitary, meant checkered pattern, as in the mind-only school thing we had. Right? The checkerboard school. It's similar. No, it's a different word.
Okay, yeah.
But what I'm saying is, the conclusion of the commentators is that it referred to a plaid pattern of cloth with many colors in it. Like a Scottish plaid. Tartan plaid with many colors in it, okay? And can you guess how it relates? It's sexy, but I wonder if you can guess how it relates.
Many objects from the universe united into a single piece of cloth?
It's kind of like that. It's exactly like that. If it's possible for the human eye to detect disparate colors in a single pattern, which according to one commentator necessitates the triggering of multiple consciousnesses in the mind. There's a blue consciousness, a red consciousness, a black consciousness. They kind of say they're all separate. They're all going off kind of at the same time. But they're all like going off. If it's possible to see 5 colors in a single piece of cloth at the same time, then it's
possible to purify yourself.
Countless things.
It's possible to see. The mind has this capacity to multitask. You could call it the multitasking argument. So let's go back to the original lines. And, whether you agree with it or not, Mr. Kramer, this is what it says. Okay. Miksok means the eye and other senses. Like you can smell multiple smells at a good restaurant. Le couple. Le couple. He sent me to a restaurant. We had a good time there. Me and V. We had an excellent time there, actually. We're going to go back, by the way. Mixo ten. So, Mixo. This ten, don't forget I told you there's an unusual meaning of it sometimes.
Person.
Nope, that's also true.
Yeah, right.
But there was one I mentioned after that.
Yeah, this one.
It can mean the object which supports a perception.
Right.
Right.
In which case the multicolored cloth is the ten. R-T-E-N. It's a synonym for Yule.
Yule.
And you should always be sensitized to that. You know, if you get to a 10 and it doesn't feel totally comfortable, consider the possibility Yule. Consider that it's saying Yule, okay? So what if we take it as Yule, okay? So the I, to the I, okay, no, sorry, yeah, to the I, Sosor,
Each individually.
different colors can appear, blue, etc., distinct colors which have come from the object, which are emanating from the object, okay? A variety of colors, a palette of colors, which is being sent to the eye from a single object. We do have the capacity to multitask and to see all of them and appreciate the balance of the yellow against the red, and you know. Well, okay, good.
I mean, just looking around the room, right? Like, when are you?
Yeah. And then he says, Tena.
Like that. Therefore.
Yeah, therefore the human mind, therefore a single state of consciousness and he repeats the verb nung. Therefore, he uses the same verb here that he used up here. So that's what he's tying it. He's tying it together.
Thank you.
Yay!
That's pretty badass.
Cool. That's badass.
Yep.
I'm a badass.
Yeah, you'll
I
have to
kick
do it.
ass. Kick translation ass. Kick dharma ass. And I'm modest also. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so now we're on the new stuff. Is it? Oh, check to here.
Don't we have a double $sign somewhere? We have a
Yeah, you just passed.
$sign preceding a $sign.
No, I gotta go way back.
Yeah, I think so.
This is all the stuff I'm prepared to teach you.
Climbing at the top of this mountain. No.
Oh man, I am prepared for you. Here, we're getting close. I guess I should just go back to the last $signs.
It's a quadruple, isn't it? Oh, that's it.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was the day. That's a record-making day where we didn't do anything. No progress. Yay. That means we're going deeper, or we're messing up. Okay, so I completed this task. I can erase it. Do this one over also. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, please read.
Okay. She sopang penny pelwar gur wena
Yeah. Puljung.
pul chung shenyang topang gur.
Yeah. And we had Pel Dip. Okay, Pel and Dip go together.
Oh, increase? and
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, they always go together. Pewa and Dippa. So dip can mean to wane, and pewa can mean to wax. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to mean block. It can mean to what do you call that? Decline. Anyway, same. Yeah, it can get less. Okay, and we talked about this teeter-totter relationship between wisdom and negative emotions. As wisdom increases, the negative emotions have to go down. And if wisdom decreases, which was what we misread, it says if wisdom decreases, then by nature of things, then negative emotions will rise. Okay. Yeah. So it says, if it happens that this one flourishes. Okay.
Yeah.
You will come to have realizations of other excellences, of other wonders. Okay, Pulchum is kind of like wonders or amazing stuff. Pulchum Lotsarwa, amazing. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
You can almost guess what he's talking about. If this increases, you will have visions of wonders.
Wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom
Omniscience?
No, he always had two before when he was talking about Peldrip.
Love.
Yeah, love, wisdom, yeah, Shiram and Sewa, okay? So it's pretty much the same argument. I don't know if there's anything else to say about it. Let me see. The spelling is right, which is unusual. By the way, it comes after the jumping in the water. You see, it's in the same argument, okay? And in a sense, these lines are a response to the other lines. Okay. Remember the other lines were exclusively the jumping and the hot water argument was exclusively Shen.
Oh, the other guy.
Shen Luke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and it was deceptive because why quote the guy's wrong ideas without a single word of our idea and then move on to the next quotation? Why say you are as bad as a jumper in hot water and then go on? But here we have our answer. Okay, this is our answer. Which says love and wisdom are not like trying to jump higher in the air. Okay, it's not the same. That's Sechen. This is Tame.
limitless.
That has its limits. That has its ceiling.
It's great love.
And these don't. Okay. And that's all. See, he's talking about love, etc. Okay, and they can bokba. Bokjimba.
Fire up.
Yeah, they can blaze. They can blaze. They can get red hot. Okay, it's kind of a joke, if you get it. Okay, and that's why he said love and the rest. What was that?
Hopefully not my car.
Yeah, and talking about say sok. So sok is an ancient form of sok, by the way.
Collect then? Or complete?
SOGS, etc. Extremely ancient form of SOGS. Okay. Okay. Only that's why I love you guys, because only in this room would people say, "Wow, you're so cool, guys." That's why I like to come here.
Cool way.
Veronica, it could have been TZ. She's like, Okay. Anyway, Landu means you can pull out love and wisdom. You see, you can pull out love and wisdom as your answer to that criticism. Okay, that's all.
Okay.
Then it's interesting. Only now does he explain to us what the heck the pattern that he's been trying to follow by throwing. We call it the shotgun approach, right? He's throwing random quotations at us, pieces of random quotations at us, with no explanation at all. He's not commented at all. He's just thrown obscure text at us, and an obscure lower middleweight text at us. You know.
He did before, but it's been a while.
Yeah. Well, finally he says something. Okay, so please read.
Shisogi, Chupapa, Sogashiki. Tarpa dang kunkien me parn deba gak.
Got. You can translate this.
Okay.
I gave you a clue there, which you already know probably.
Oh, Chivels.
Mimamsaka.
Okay. Quotes like that by the Mimamsas. Only.
Oh, I got it.
We cock.
Refute the claim that there's no omniscience or nirvana.
Nice.
Quotes like
Okay.
this refute the claim.
Yeah, which a couple of schools would assert.
Yeah.
Which a couple of schools would assert.
Kapala is Gashik.
Yeah, Gashik means couple of. It means not all the Hindus say that, but a couple of them would say it's not possible to be perfected.
Like the Mimamsa.
Yeah, those Mimamsa guys. Okay.
Okay, that's nice.
Which kind of explains all the jumping and the hot water and the assertion that impurities are innate to the mind, that you will kill the patient if you cut them out and things like that. Okay, they're takpa. What was the other qualities? Those impurities of the mind are takpa. Yeah, I forget. He had a couple of ones.
Or there's no method, or there's no one.
Oh, there's no method and no teacher. Yeah, they said that, and then he's just explained. He just said all those quotations I just gave you relate to people who believe that the perfection of the human mind is not possible. Okay. which kind of implies that he might be going on to another subject if he took the trouble to pause and tell us what the heck's going on. Okay, all right.
样我们英国嘞
Yeah.
叫他王出球员呐，这我插手电盘儿。
Okay, cool. Boom is Uma. Okay.
Yeah, booming.
Anyway,
Yeah.
if Ishvara is the cause of all things, which is similar to the concept of a Christian God or a Jewish God and a Muslim God, but then Droa, then all beings should exhibit subtlety. Then all beings should exhibit subtlety.
Yeah, this is. We had this earlier. This is.
I think we did. I went and got it again, and while I was getting it, I was like, I have a feeling we did this before.
It wasn't.
But I went and got it for you again.
Last time. Maybe
Okay.
it's better this time. You might
It's possible we found a more interesting quotation. But these are the 8 qualities of Ishvara. Ishvara is said to have 8 qualities. Subtlety is the first. Subtlety is the first. So you could translate it as subtlety and the other 7. You see what I mean? So this refers, and this is in somebody's Drupta. I think it's, it's Jamya Shepa. He has a decent explanation. And here we go. This is probably the source of it, okay? But I'm not going to go there. Here's the actual quotation.
I think this might even be the one that we played with coming from Mahabharata.
Could be. Then I found it in Toge Barwa,
Yeah.
which is a commentary by Kamalasila.
Bhava Viveka. On Bhava Viveka.
Oh, okay, his auto commentary.
Yeah.
And that's a decent explanation, but I found a really good one
I'll take that one.
in Jamyang Shepa, which I prefer.
Okay.
It's more clear, okay?
Yeah.
So I like his. So I'm skipping to that quotation.
Jamyang Chipper right now?
Yeah, we are.
Oh,
This is his Drupta.
I'm just concerned about all the
Okay.
slashes.
Yeah, well, talk to Nick. All right, go ahead.
I'll send them a complaint.
we somehow you told me it was in the text that they used or something. I
Oh,
don't
maybe
know.
there was a thing with some of his books. Yeah.
I think it was in the text that we used
Yeah,
or something.
yeah,
I don't know.
talk to someone.
Anyway, it turned out to be not their fault somehow, but it's really irritating. Okay, here we go. With all the slashes.
Okay.
Read across the slashes.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Chenpo Wangshu. Me.
Yeah.
Generasi Tushule. Here they come.
Yeah, I numbered them for
One.
you.
Chawadang. Yay. That's it. That's the only one we really need.
Yawandang.
Yangwadang. Chipar Chawadang. Dakpor Gyurwadang.
Kirpa probably right, but you don't care.
Make it interesting.
Okay.
Wangdu Kyurpadang. Karhyang Chimpadang. Dukur Dembatang.
Dugur.
Dukur Dembatang.
Gangur.
Gangur Shit.
Nepal.
Nepal.
She Sumbatar Yuntang Ge.
Here are the equalities.
Dang-
What they say the
Dung
equalities are.
Dember Du. Dung Dember
That's
Du.
what they think.
They believe he possesses.
They
Yeah.
believe he has this.
Yeah, that he is possessed of, and then in Tibetan you have to say and or with. Okay. So let's go back and get their names. But the cool thing about Jamya Shepa is he specifies what they are.
That's helpful.
He gives a very definitive description of each one.
Okay.
So this is either maybe a mini appendix or a long footnote.
And we might need
Okay.
to go back and plug this in at the preview.
Yeah, if that's what we had, I don't remember. Anyway, here it is.
Okay.
And he's quoting Avalokita Vrata, which is an old Indian commentator.
Okay.
Okay. Chenresig Tushuk. Avaloka Vrata, I think. Some Vrata, I believe. You can check. You can check Lucas Chandra.
So he's subtle.
Subtlety and this is the one in the definition of wind. Yeah,
Light.
light.
Uh-huh.
Light in weight. Lightweight, but not lightweight. Okay. Because he's Ishvara. I mean, come on, Phil. Ishvara has no lightweight. He's just lightweight. Chupa Jawa, Chupa Rupa. Yeah, like our hut, right? He's worthy to make offerings to.
He's the man.
Tapagyo, he's the boss. Wang de Gyurpa.
got
He's
powers.
the Superman.
Can he do stuff?
This car's a little hard, but I told you the other day
Where?
it equaled kappa.
Where?
Yeah.
Where?
Car de chimba. Car de.
He's all places.
De.
Wherever he wants.
Yeah, wherever he wants, chin. He can go there.
Yeah.
He can go wherever he wants. He's omnipresent. Okay. Remember gu as a
Nine
Nine.
thing.
yeah zillion. No, translated as zillion. Translated as zillion.
Okay.
Okay. He can grant a zillion wishes. Okay, something like that. Zillion wisher. We don't know what it means yet.
Okay.
And gangur means having a good time. Gangu. It's two words for pleasure.
That's nice.
And it can mean almost sexual, okay, normally. I don't think it means that here, but it's gangu is mean to have a really good
That's
time.
cute. He can do this and this and this and this, and he has a good time doing it.
Yeah. He lives in gangu,
That's nice.
okay? He's in a state of perpetual bliss or something. Now let's go see what they are, because some of these are not what they sound like.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Jikedu means now he's going to give you the explanation of them. I numbered them so you could skip back and see which one he's explaining, because he doesn't say.
You're hired.
Okay. So the first one is subtlety. Here's the description of subtlety. Just read number 1.
Lakpadang ni gang padang mitang dong dang lu nang yi mangbo che ching jik je pe de na trawar je pa yin.
Yeah, cool. Lakpa. Hands, kangba, feet, eyes. Dong means face. Dong means face. The other word is shell, right? Shell. Yeah.
And his body.
Yeah.
All a bunch of.
I believe it means he can emanate many, and he can also withdraw those enemies. Meaning, he can make many, and he can destroy many. Okay? He can make many, and he can destroy many. Therefore, we call him subtle. So that one's not very obvious. Okay? That one's not very obvious.
Yeah.
Okay? He has the power to emanate many forms, and he has the power to change them if he wants. Something like that. And it's not an obvious.
No, it had something to do
Subtle.
with his ability to
Sukshma.
affect all things.
Well, you can compare it to modern Hindu lists, and maybe there's a clarification of this. Okay. Okay, here's the second one, which was light in weight. Okay.
Ka tang long gang sa tang ni che tang le ta ne che ching du pa tang ni je pa de na yang war je pa yin.
Yeah, cool. It seems he might be quoting something, right?
Seems like,
yeah. Now, I would go down to Nietzsche. He makes place for. He makes place for, and then he has a list of elements or something. He's the one who gives space a place to be, wind a space to be, earth a space to be, water space to be, and fire a space to be. Okay, he makes place for them. Okay, and he can withdraw them. This is a common tantric idea. He can withdraw them, or he can spread them. Okay. Therefore, he's called light.
Okay.
Okay. Ineffable, maybe something like that. I don't know. Good luck. Chepayin. Now, strangely, he departs from the numeral of the list. It's just confusing. Okay. He goes to 4 and then he goes to 3.
Okay.
Okay. So I made a little note for you to remember. This is not 3 but 4. Okay. Which was. To be the boss of all things.
But it's not
Okay,
his fault that
big
he's
boss.
following the ancient source.
Actually, I think he used different words for emanate and withdraw in the two examples. Is there a difference in meaning?
I think this means multiplicity of forms, like Biochana kind of feeling. And this is more sending out a world and bringing it back in the Vajrayogini meaning, right? I think it's more that flavor.
Cool.
Okay. Go ahead.
Jungbo kun la wang che ching ne pa da dang yu wa dang Gang tak hang de chepe dena dakbor yurpagin.
Kirpa. Okay. He's called the boss because he has authority over.
The elements?
Jungbo means demons. Spirits. Junghwa is elements. Okay, so you can look it up. But Jungbo means spirits, and usually evil spirits. Bhuta. Yeah. Okay. So he has authority over all spirits, or all the spirits, all the spirit beings, and over. I believe this is like nurture. Sometimes we say ne gu, nurture, ne and che.
Oh, the world and its content.
The world and its content. Sometimes they call it the earth and all that moves upon it. So here it's everything which, all places and all goers. You know, I think it's that kind of a thing. Like means the earth and beings. Okay, the place and the people that crawl around on the surface of that place. It's that feeling in Buddhism, you know, the floor and the ants that crawl around on the floor, meaning the world. Okay, and he can do kang de.
Anything he wants.
Yeah, kang dan kang means whatever.
Yeah.
So when you repeat kang, it means whatever. Okay, he can do anything he wants. Okay, therefore he's the boss. Okay, Dapache. Dena, now, luckily he gave the name of it, so we know it's out of order.
Yeah.
Okay, now we go to 5. He's not going to hit 4 till the end, okay? 3. He goes back to 3, okay? So here's 5. What was number 5? 5 is he's the powerful one. He's got authority. Okay, or he's got the right to do what he wants. Okay, please read.
Dak la rak lu rang wang chen ka yang chik pa ye nun te tam che bang du kyur te na wang du kyur che cha.
Yeah, I would check spelling. It could be this, but it smells like it could be the other one. Okay.
Perishable instead of pure?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Dakla rak le is a form of Dakla rak le. And rak lepa is another synonym for temba or tupa.
Rely upon?
To rely upon, okay, to rely upon. So rak lepa, L-A-S, is the common form. Rak lepa is a damka. Okay, it's a legal damka.
Rak meaning what? What's that sound?
No idea. Rak can have meanings of bronze. Okay, so I don't know.
Like gross as in stable as in who knows.
Yeah, nobody knows. Okay, but you see it's spelled both ways. And this is a more colloquial use, so it's maybe that poem indicates the poem is not some ancient thing. Like maybe someone wrote it recently. Okay, anyway. He's, now what's it mean? He's Rang Wang Chen because Dakla Raklu.
Depends on his own stuff.
He can be dependent upon?
Yeah, he don't depend on anybody else.
Okay.
He's self-sufficient. He can depend on himself. Okay, he doesn't need to go to anybody else for anything. Okay, self-sufficient. You know, usually when you have Gayang Jik, it's spelled with an S. And especially if it's negative, which it is. Which means, if it's an S,
He can.
Fear.
he don't need to worry about anything else. Anybody, he can't, he's never afraid of anything. He's not afraid of anything. Gayang Jik knew, you know, nothing scares him. Okay, it could mean he cannot be destroyed. But with Gayang, it's much more common that it means he ain't afraid of nothing. Okay, so you might want to check around.
Look for the S. Yeah.
Yeah, because this quotation is so definitive, you will probably want to translate it literally, which means you got to go find the answer to that question. Okay.
Well, probably better than even just finding Jung Shepa's scan. We've probably got to see if he's quoting something, because he's quoting something.
He is quoting something, yeah.
Right.
But I have a feeling it's going to be hard to find. By the way, Jeffrey Hopkins has a translation with this piece in it. So you might see if he has his translation of Chunky, I think, has this in it. He tried to translate.
Translating Jung Shepa.
Oh, okay. So maybe we have the wrong one altogether. Okay. Tamche Bang. So this one is normally corrected wrongly to DB. But this typist has done a good job.
Wow.
He avoided the temptation of putting Wang. If he had, we would never know
Right, because Wang
that it was Bang. Yeah. But Bang means a witness. Okay, witness. Okay, DPANG means witness. He's the witness of all things.
Sees all
Right.
things.
Yeah, he's the,
Santa Claus.
and that's why we say he's Wang.
That's why it's powerful.
Yeah, that's why he's Ish.
Those
That's why he's Ishvara.
Wow.
Okay, the witness of all things. Now, number 6 was,
movie.
where was, let's see, he can go anywhere he wants. He can go anywhere he wants. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Yudang Sawa Chawa Tang Shen Yang Yi Ki Kang De Ba Yi Ki Chen Zhou Mi De Pei Kang Yang Qin Ba Xie Zhao.
Okay, can you look up Chawa, BCA apostrophe? It's going to come in Damcha, but I want the Y after it. So put the Y after it, Chawa. I believe it means victuals, but I'm not sure. It's a weird word. Okay, anyway, let's go to the parts I can understand. It either means he likes ducks or it's dung. I don't know.
It comes up as like drink.
Drink. Okay, but yeah, that makes sense.
Food and drink.
That makes sense. Yeah, food and drink. So
He likes to drink and eat ducks.
yeah, whatever place he wants to go to, whatever he wants to eat, whatever he wants to drink, and whatever else he can think up of in his mind. Okay, Shaya Yiki Kang Dupa, whatever else he can think up in his mind. Okay. It will be produced. It follows his wishes. Yiki General. This means it doesn't stay, and I don't know what this line means. Okay. It would be better if it was Yiki General Nidupe. You know,
Yeah.
wherever he wishes, he's there.
Maybe it is.
And that's what I'm saying. So.
It says one meaning of that could be biding, so maybe like without wishing, without you.
No, the do is to stay.
And then,
Yiki Jendo means follows the mind. Yeah, follows upon the mind, meaning follows upon the wish. So it would be much more comfortable if it said he resides wherever he thinks to. You know, he thinks about Paris, he's there. That's the point. Yeah.
It's already what
And that's why we say he can go wherever he wants.
Oh, wait, that's right. Yeah.
Okay,
good.
so it would make a lot of sense here if it said ni.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right. And then, okay.
in fact it has to say ni, but let's go check something. Okay, all right. Now he skips back to 3. He went from 6 to 3. So 3 was worthy of offerings. He's one that you should make offerings to. He's one that you should make offerings to. Why?
Because Jikten Chukir,
Well,
Jikten Sumna Chukir Ching, Nedak Dang Yu Dang, missing a syllable? Jikten Sumna.
Jikten Sumna Chugyur Ching.
Nedak Dang Yu Dang.
This is Nepatak. You're correct. Good observation.
Nepatak?
Good observation. Yeah. Nepatak. No.
Nepadak Dang Yu Dang. Jumbo Kunki Je He Na Dena Chupar Jawa Yin.
Yeah.
Chala.
I don't trust. Now I'm getting to really not to trust this carving or something. So he is offered to in all three realms, all three worlds, which Triloka, which means all three realms: desire realm, form realm, formless realm. Okay. Luckily, this is versed, so now we know it's. Anyway. He's made offering to by all those who stay and all those who go. So it's the same idea, you know. The stayers and the goers. It's kind of like the vessel and its contents. Okay. Okay. The earth and all who walk upon it is a common. Okay. Somehow that's involved. Jungbo again doesn't mean spirits. Okay. Kungi J means to forget.
Could be J.
It could have been J. Yeah, that's probably correct because they sing his praises.
Oh, express.
Yeah. Okay. Very probably, J. Okay. They sing his praises.
You just cut off a little piece of Naro and you got yourself a J.
Yeah. And by the way, sometimes you can say everyone in the sixth realms and in the Bardo, and that's like saying the world with all its gods and mins at the end of the Heart Sutra.
Demigods and no-gods.
Yeah, so now that I look at it, I think that might be what he's getting to here. Because sometimes Jungbo, meaning evil spirit or spirit, is used for a bardo.
Okay.
It's used for a bardo being.
Cool.
So that would be kind of appropriate here. You know, all the people, all the 5 types of beings or 6 types of beings, all the 5 types of beings, and all the bardowas honor him. Okay, meaning everybody in the universe. Okay.
Do Hindus accept the bardo?
I don't know. Okay, but I would take it. I would definitely take it that way. If I didn't have any other commentary on it. Okay, now 7.
Okay.
He has a zillion wishes. Doesn't mean he grants them or that he got granted them. Let's go find out. Okay. I don't know how generous Ishvara is.
It's on page 90.
Sorry?
Oh, is that right? Oh,
What happened?
no, we're at 7. Okay, yeah, good.
What happened?
Nothing.
Okay, go.
Ning to tu dang mun pa sun. Te ta kang la ne gyur ba. Mik je tsam gi chen gyur de na.
Wow, this is really bad. This is probably it's probably this.
No, too many.
No. Mikje Tsamki Che Gyur Wa.
Wa.
Tena. You see what I mean? This G is a B.
Wa.
Yeah.
Dena. Kur den she cha. Wow. Okay. Cool.
Let me think about this. Yeah, this is pretty weird. Anyway, the first line I challenge you to translate.
Okay. He's of the 3. Yeah, he also said.
Oh, did he? The 3 gunas, right?
Yeah.
The 3 gunas. Rajas, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Yeah. Okay. Which in Tibetan are called courage, particle, and darkness.
Kind of.
Okay. Those 3 qualities, which according to the Hindus, all things are composed of. And then, nowadays yoga people like to say he has a rajasic nature, he has a tamasic nature. I'm not sure that's traditional or they just someone cooked it up. You see, I'm not sure how old that is, but it's a very popular thing to talk about.
We found it both in the Sankhya Karikas and in Chandrakirti.
As personality types? You see, I'm saying...
as the essential components of the universe.
Yeah, but interpreting them as personality types, I think started it with some recent... I think, I'm not sure, but I think so. Okay, anyway, these 3 qualities of all stuff. Tera kala negyurpa, whatever exists, all things which exhibit those three qualities. Mingje Tsamki, all he has to do is open his eye. Okay, all he has to do is open his eye. This Mingje means to open, right? And they will be divided. Therefore, he possesses the zillion wishes.
Shit. Well, alright. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's alright. I don't blame you.
He has a zillion wishes because just by a blink of his eye, he can distinguish all things out of the mysteries of the three qualities.
You can make everything if you can see the building blocks of everything.
That's what I believe he's saying. That's what I believe he's saying. Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I believe it's
See the
something.
Matrix.
I believe it's something like that.
Totally.
The nice thing about translating stuff about Hindu philosophy is if you get it totally wrong, it's still right.
You almost have to get it wrong to be right.
Okay, last one. Did I just make a bad comment? Probably. Okay, Gangor Nepa. He resides in pleasure. Okay, or somehow different from wishes.
Boy, thank God he
Okay.
doesn't have 73 qualities, huh?
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, I'm sorry to spend so much time on it
No.
because we were in some pretty sexy stuff about how human perfection is possible, and then someone threw in the 8 qualities of this guy, and we thought we were out of that. Okay, keep going.
I'm sure Chonky doesn't spend much time clarifying this point. Tarva yang na la yi lu. Really? Tarva yang na la.
Sail yang na sail lu. Tarwam yang na sail lu.
Tarva yang na la yi.
Yeah, here he split it, and you have to not split it. Tarwam yang na sail lu. Tarwam yang na sail lu.
Yang na la yi lu. Right.
Yeah,
Kang du dak nin je pa ta. Tam chen de pe top gyur we be na ka gur
Gangur.
gangur ne she ja.
Okay. I think it means whatever this Atman, right? This Mahatman, whatever this big guy wants, whether it's liberation or he'd like to stick around in the body of a deva, I think that's what they're saying.
No, he doesn't get to smell them.
Those, and here's the dual maybe.
Dot.
You see,
Yeah.
maybe
Between
if
those two.
between those two, Tamje Dupe Top, whatever he wants, he gets.
Yeah.
Therefore, he's living in a state of pleasure,
Okay.
and that's not so bad.
Yeah.
And he attributes that to Delshe.
Oh.
It seems to say I have written this according to citations. Shungtang means citations from scripture that you can find in the commentary to the Samuchaya, and these are. It seems to be he's saying I have put together this poem based on citations about the scriptures from the scriptures of the Ishvara people. That you can find in different Indian works, like the commentary to the Samuchaya. I don't know which Samuchaya. Probably Abhidharma Samuchaya. Okay. So he seems to be saying, I've pieced this together from the Delshe, which is the explanation of the commentary, which could be any one of 10,000 books, and from the commentary. So you would go back in his book and see when he mentioned Delshe and see. It's okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's an interesting
Good.
Chase.
And you found this quotation already. He did that work, right?
Yeah.
So, by the way, just to repeat, if Ishvara is the cause of all beings, then those beings should exhibit the eight qualities that he has. If they're his blood, productions, then they should have these 8 qualities. Okay. All right.
So I may rewrite the footnote that we did previously, and I'll send you a big alarming note to point out to you that I changed a thing that goes backwards to the point that where a student shall never cross, which is something that has already been edited and.
Wait, I didn't catch
We
that.
did a previous.
Oh yeah, no, God bless.
Right,
Yeah,
so I
no.
may have to adjust
That's
that.
why we don't translate a book, Hassel, until we reach the end. He's like, Gisla, let me start on illumination. I'm like, wait 5 years. Because we might go back based on what we learned later in the book. We might go back and change the beginning. Okay. Yeah. It's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. Yeah. Yeah. It's an embarrassing thing, and it's an honest thing. Yeah. My beautiful translation before was wrong. It takes some kind of guts to go back and say, you know, what I taught you yesterday was totally wrong. Here's the other.
It was so well spoken, it's just incorrect.
Yeah, that doesn't change the fact that I translated it really well.
Te Wang Chuk Yi Wang Chuk De Yang Sunam Je Shena.
Yeah, this is part of back and forth about Ishvara, about God, the God that made the world, created God. Okay, and there's going to go back and forth. We're going to criticize one idea, he comes back with another idea, and we come back with another idea. So the basic feeling here is that who made Ishvara then? Mm-hmm. Well, Ishvaras, Ishvaras.
Oh,
did you just
gods?
Did you mean to just pluralize that? And
no, possessive. Ishvaras, Ishvaras. Ishvara is Ishvaras.
Okay, but are you
apostrophe S meaning contraction, and apostrophe S meaning possessive.
Ishvara's lords?
Ishvara belongs to Ishvara. Ishvara made Ishvara. Ishvara is Ishvaras. Ishvara is Ishvaras.
Second one's plural, right?
No, second one is possessive.
Ishvara is Ishvara.
That's what it says. He used to possess it.
Ishvara is Ishvara.
Yeah. It's difficult. Yeah. Ishvara is Ishvaras. Meaning Ishvara was made by Ishvara. Okay? Don't come to me and say who made God if God made all things. Okay? And if God's a thing. Okay? You know, he's his. Okay?
He's his.
And if you don't like that answer, I'll change it. He was made by all the goodness in the universe. He's a product of all the goodness in the universe. Yeah, Siddhanta. Or was made by Brigitte.
If you say so if you say he was made by himself or the goodness world.
Yeah, and then we give a counter argument. Right. Okay. Well, here's the
if Ishvara is and then
by the way, here's some arguments that come later. Okay. If Ishvara is of Ishvara and created all good, then why do we say he created the 5 immediate misdeeds? Didn't he also create killing your mother? If Ishvara created all things, didn't he create all the instances of killing mothers that have ever happened in history? Okay? So in that case, you would say that Wangchuk, Ishvara made Ishvara and Ishvara made good karma. Okay? And, or the universe is good because it was made by good. And that's kind of the Christian argument sometimes. And then you say, well, why do kids burn up in cars? You know, okay? And you can also read it a few liner below. There's a different interpretation in my notes, which says if the creator of the creator were good karma, then the creator is dependent on other forces and becomes not the creator. Okay, so in that case, you read Wangchuki Wangchuk is Sunam. Okay, the creator of Ishvara, the creator of the creator God was goodness. Well, then he becomes Tendel. He becomes Shen Wang. Yeah, he becomes at the mercy of other things, and then he's not the creator of the whole world. Okay, those are some counter arguments. Okay.
And
if you want to go through the counter arguments, we can.
If I'm going to give it in Tibetan, then I have to have the piece to refer to, right?
Yeah, I think we better go through all these. Oh, well, we should start it next time then, okay?
Yeah.
I have some notes here, as you can see. It took that many notes to... Different people have taken it different ways, and that's why I don't... This is a dangerous exercise we're doing. We have to go to a commentary. We have to, because they're not obvious what they mean. But you could impose a meaning on them if you were lazy. You know, you could say anything. So we're being responsible, and this is really going to slow down our page production, you know, because he's throwing 2 lines that take 100 lines, you know. So
For example, we
that,
just did 2.
It's okay. Oh God. Okay. But that's all right. There's a massive footnote.
Yeah.
yeah, I like these. I'm proud of your guys' footnotes. I'm really proud of them. I think they're really cool. Okay, that's the database. That's the kindness of the database. Yeah.
Sashi
Puki Joshin Beto Cham Rira Lingshin Yende Gempadi Sangye Shindu Minte Uwargi Jokun Namda Shingla Juparsho Ilang Guru Rana Mandala Kanya Tayami Gewadi Gewokun Sanam Yeshe Tsotso Shing Sanam Yeshe Le Chungwe Tampa Kunyi Tobar Shong